Elf fans are eating good this week. A lot of spicy shots of Elf in episode 6 of Isekai Uncle. Really fantastic episode. Honestly, as much as I loved all the fan service of Elf in this episode, just too many good shots. Too many good shots. It's a really sad episode. I think this is one of those episodes that make you really question, why didn't Uncle become the villain of this world? He just... Now, granted, everybody thinks that he's a villain because everybody believes he's an orc, but gosh, he should have become a villain because he was treated so terribly. Opening up the episode with this, oh yeah, I'm gonna only give you 3 bronze for him, but oh yeah, this this scrubber, this scouring pad, yeah, I'll give you 120 for that one. It was absolutely terrible and really a sign of just what kind of horrible stuff he went through. And I guess technically, if you want to look into it even deeper, a decent sign of why he is the way he is. Being stuck for weeks in this prison, and the only thing that keeps him sane is literally talking about video games to this ray of light, which was just absolutely terrible. And then even after then, getting finally free, and he frees all these animals, and they all attack him, and then just it's horrible, an absolutely horrible world. And so it's like I keep telling my brother every week. He says I hate Uncle more because he does these things to the elf that is obviously terrible. But it's like, but everything's terrible. Like everything terrible in this world is terrible, and he's the least terrible thing if you think about it. But it is kind of funny that he himself, Uncle himself, doesn't even realize the only reason he was able to get out of the situation that he did was because he had the power of translation. He was able to speak to this ray of light, and that was the only reason that he actually survived. But it was great. Just him going absolutely psycho crazy, killing all of these monsters, surviving, and then at the very end of it, Fujimi is like, I need to go. I got some fried chicken ready for me, so I want to go get that fried chicken. And sure enough, oh yeah, that was when I just saved the elf. Oh wait, that was what I wanted to see, so I'm going to give up on everything. I'm like, the moment that she gave up on her fried chicken, I'm like, whatever you see is not going to be satisfying. And sure enough, it wasn't satisfying. Just this one-shot kill of this dragon saves the elf. Well, granted, for the viewers, everything beyond that was the spicy stuff. That was the stuff that we all liked, which is, yes, him giving up his jacket, her putting away her knife after, like, just going crazy and wanting to stab him. And then, yes, him just kind of constantly pulling away at the sweatshirt just to see if there was a scar or something. And yeah, just plenty of really good shots. Really good shots. Really good shots. The ecchi in this show is really fantastic. It's not too much, but it's just enough. Just enough. I'd argue all these shots of the elf are like 5,000 times as better as watching Harem and the Labyrinth of Another World uncensored. It's that good. It's that good artwork. It's that good spicy, that just the borderline ecchi stuff that I technically like more. Leaving a little bit to the imagination, I guess, is the key thing there. Well, now that I've completely outed myself, let's move on to the next part, which is, yes, cutting forward to the point after he was frozen, because Fujimiya is like, well, what happened after you got frozen? Let's skip up to there, which I guess technically I was assuming this was going to be the case, but yes, both Elf and Mabel decide to warm him up by laying on him, and Elf tries to pass it off as them using organs from their hunts to warm themselves at night, and he completely buys it. But yes, more great visuals there, more good visuals. But no, super I feel so bad here because it's like I kind of knew this was coming, but no, Mabel, like, she was pulling Mabel away, and Mabel's like, oh, mother, and it like turns this like somber moment of like, oh wait, she's got some sort of issue with her mother, like she lost her mother or something. But no, she's like, mother, don't leave me, I don't want to have to work. I should have known it was coming. But no, this is like literally the payoff of everything they were building in the previous episode. I kind of knew that this was kind of the development of him finally technically having a harem situation. But Mabel's kind of turned into like, I'll do anything in order for somebody to support me kind of position, where she doesn't want to sell her ring because Ojisan gave it to her. And that totally plays into Elf, because now Elf wants to rebuy her ring because now Mabel has something up on her. But it turns into a whole stupid thing where they're like, well, you can sell off the ring and you'll be set for life. And Mabel's like, no, I'll wait till the last moment. You can become my master. So she starts barking and stuff. I get a kick out of where they've taken Mabel in their direction. Like I said before, I was thinking that they were going to take her in the direction of like a yandere character, but they've kind of just turned her into, I'll do anything as long as I can be lazy. Like, I will become your puppy if you want me to, as long as I don't have to work. Oh, well, I'm gonna go to this other place where this dungeon's at. Well, okay, well, I'm a night owl, so can you just let me sleep until 5 and then we can go? So the party disbands. But they're starting to kind of hint at the possibility of the next character, which I'm not sure exactly if that's going to be the ones that I see on Mal and stuff. The final character in the OP that we haven't seen yet. But they're implying that there's another hero in this world. Somebody that took upon the title after 50 years of it being vacant. Somebody has taken on the title of hero. And so he wants to go find out about this person. They're specifically saying that it's a she. So again, I'm assuming that's probably going to be the last girl that's in the OP. So I'll be very curious to see what kind. I'm hoping that she'll be in the next episode so we can finally get to see what kind of how messed up she's probably going to be, because everybody else is messed up. I honestly thought that she was going to be like I don't know, like a priestess character, but it seems like they're insinuating that she is powerful too. Like she can strike down opponents. So maybe she's just like a holy spellcaster. That could be it. They gave us an indication as to what Elf was looking for, which is she's out looking for scattered ancient relics, and she does insinuate that she's like the only elf you'll probably ever run into. So that's why she calls herself Elf. I don't know if that will become significant. Probably not, because it's a bunch of let's take the storyline in the show seriously. But no, fantastic episode as usual. Lots of really amazing shots of Elf, which I at this point absolutely adore. Again, some more goofiness that they're kind of developing Mabel into, and again, technically showing just how insanely crappy this world is, and utter shock that Uncle didn't turn out. It kind of plays into the idea that you understand why Uncle is the way he is. He's just completely screwed up, and it's mainly because this world's absolutely screwed up. I'll be curious if they ever get into what's beyond the first page, because he gives her the notebook. He gives Fujimiya the notebook, and they said, look at the first page, which the first page apparently did cover what he forgot in there, that he was sold for less than what a brush was. And Takafumi technically looked beyond the first page, and that's why Ojisan had to erase his memory, so I'm hoping that eventually they'll kind of start skimming forward and showing us, or at least give us an indication of what's beyond that. At any rate, fantastic episode as always. Cannot wait for the next episode as always. Hopefully, again, we get the new character added in the next episode. Elf's got to go get her new... Elf's got to go get her ring back, and hopefully Oji-san meets this new character while Mabel's sleeping. But hope you guys enjoyed this video as always. If you did, make sure to hit that like button down below. Comment, let me know what you thought of this episode. Did you like the shots of Elf? Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. I do news, reviews, first impression. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon link, a tips link, and a super thanks button down below. Greatly appreciate everybody that does, and y'all take care.